What's good, YouTube? It's Aquarius of Their Privacy, and I'm back at it with another vlog video. Well, the birds are out. There's a lot of people trashing the Knicks, making fun of jokes. De'Aaron Fox, when he did that windmill against us before this whole coronavirus started. And I was watching First Take today with Max Perkins and Stephen A. Smith, and basically, they were saying, it don't matter what the Knicks would have done, because it was out of our hands, like we can't decide where we end up in a draft, our record says our record, which was 21-47, that decides on where the Knicks will draft. Like if the Knicks didn't win those 21 games, and let's say they won like 13 games and they only lost 47, or probably lost three more, they would have probably bumped up a little bit, probably been like six. They would have probably picked number six instead of number eight. Pistons would have probably been number eight. You know what I'm saying? So and then they were showing like past New York Knicks who, Ron Hiker, Channing Frye, Jordan Hill, Frank, Knox. You know what I'm saying? They was just showing, players that the Knicks drafted who had a bust kind of season. You know what I'm saying? So, it's all good. I mean, I'm not the one to, to make a big fuss out of it, because we can only control what we can control. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can't control where the Knicks fall in the draft. You know, like, even if we had a losing record, we still would have probably been in position to draft one of those top players, right? But since we won 21 out of 47, that slightly, brung us down to all the way to eight. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully, we can make something out of it. We always gonna like the Knicks is always gonna be focused on one thing. Or people are going to focus on the Knicks by one thing. James Dolan. As long as James Dolan owns the New York Knicks will not be a destination of teams, of players that want to go there. They'd rather go to LA or Miami or, Milwaukee or the Clippers, you know what I'm saying? The Nets even. But they're not thinking about going to New York. They'll probably think about going to New York for like branding wise, you know what I'm saying, extending their brand. But other than that, they're not like this next team is a dumpster fire to them. You know what I'm saying? So, it's always gonna be that way. And there's no cuts around it. There's no cuts around it. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. We thought that getting rid of Pat Mills, was going to rejuvenate this next team. But as long as they have James Dolan, a lot of people wish death on James Dolan, which I highly doubt. I don't, but I mean, shit. The next GM I'll probably be worse. Name me one thing that okay. The only thing a GM can do or owner can do is just hire people, right? Hire the right people or hire the wrong people. That's just about it. They have to deal with ticket sales and car pricing and all that stuff. Arena changement. You know what I'm saying? Like, because the Knicks are worth a lot. Even though they suck, they bring in a lot of money. You know, they fill in those seats every single game. Madison Square Garden is the famous arena in the world, right? Like, I remember when I was 5 years old, my elementary school, we went on a trip to go see the Wizard of Oz, and me and my mom They, decorated the whole arenas, put a lot of chairs in there and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And then we sat in seats, just like going to the movies. You know what I'm saying? We sat in seats, popcorn, and saying everything, and we watched it from, start to finish. That was the first time I've been in there, So, it was a very entertaining and memorable experience, you know? Um, but, as long as James Dolan is the owner, people are going to look at the Knicks different. Like if James Dolan were to step down due to some controversial racial slur or whatever have you, I know he might probably be a racist, but he may not show it. You know what I'm saying? But the way that he banned that guy from saying that dude that said that, oh, you should sell the team. Oh well, James Dolan said, well, look forward to watching the Knicks on TV because you're banned for life. So, and it was not even a white. It was not even a black guy. He said it to. It was just some white. It was some white dude. He said it to. You know what I'm saying? He said, James Dolan, why don't you sell the team? And he said, come here. And then he said that, do you like watching the New York Knicks? Well, guess what? Enjoy watching it at home because you're banned. And then obviously they made a whole big deal about it, and the incident with Oakley, and I mean it's just. But what's worse is that despite all that, he didn't necessarily do anything bad. I mean, it's just a few bad hires. Phil Jackson was a bad hire. Derek Fisher was a bad hire. Um, uh, Hornacek was a bad hire. Um, it was just bad hires after bad hires. Now, obviously, Tom Thibodeau is none of those guys, right? Tom Thibodeau has some success in the playoffs, even though he's never got into the NBA Finals. You know what I'm saying? But he has some success. I think he's won Coach of the Year. I'm not sure. He's won 55 plus games each and every year with this tender with the Nets. I mean, with the Bulls. You know what I'm saying? Like he had an MVP out of Derrick Rose. He had a lot of good role players around him. You know what I'm saying? And then they gave Miami Heat, they gave Boston, they gave the Spurs. I mean, not the Spurs, they gave the Pacers. They even gave my Knicks a lot of trouble. You know what I'm saying? But at least he had talent around him. You know what I'm saying? So wherever we pick in this draft, or whoever we pick in this draft, I believe is gonna be the right person or right player to fit that mold. Because you can't just draft anybody and say, okay, yeah, we draft them, develop them, this and that and the third. You know what I'm saying? Because they have to develop themselves. The days of veterans teaching rookies the ropes are over. That's what Max Kellerman don't understand. You know what I'm saying? Like they're highly equipped to learn the game as fast as they can. You know what I'm saying? Because college basketball is way different than the NBA. There's no Sweet 16, there's no March Madness, so we're not gonna know what these players are capable of. Some might be trash, some might be good. We don't know because we haven't seen them on paper. And March Madness is the only event that play that March Madness is the only event that showcase their talent. Just like the NBA, just like the NFL Pro Days. You know what I'm saying? The NFL Combine. You know what I'm saying? They get to see how fast they can catch. How quickly they can get off their you know tackles and stuff like that to get after the quarterback, etc. But anyways, But yeah, like, comment, subscribe if you're new to my channel. Hit that like button. Probably give like this video about like 6 likes. And comment on what you think the Knicks should do with the eighth pick. Should they trade up? Should they stick with the eighth pick and pick somebody else and pick somebody? Um, what should they do? And comment on, and also comment down below, how many draft picks does the Knicks have in this draft? Is it just one, or do they have a second one in the second round? Y'all let me know. Like, comment, subscribe. Until next time, take care of yourself and each other.